Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern Time Zone of the USA. It is 17:15 Zulu on August 29th, 2023. And this is Tuesdays with DX Engineering. We don't have a DX Engineering guest today, but we do have two really important guests from Indexa. It's Ralph K3LR and Otis NP4G. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Tim.
So, Ralph, tell us what Indexa is.
Well, Indexa is an organization that sponsors DXpeditions and has a little spin-off activity in the humanitarian area. We provide some resources for DXers and some camaraderie for the amateur radio and DX community in general. Started about 40 years ago when a few guys got some equipment together to help sponsor DXpeditions. It has grown to over 1,000 members worldwide. We've shifted from a domestic to an international focus with an international board of directors and a lot of focusing outside the country, doing DX support, DXpedition support, just trying to generate some goodwill in ham radio.
So, um, Otis, what do you play in Indexa? What is your part?
Well, I'm currently a board member. We're going through the election process and a couple things going on every year. But I've been a board member for the last 3 years. I'm kind of like the South America, Caribbean rep. We got a European also board members, and as well as the North America. So it's basically taking decisions, evaluating DXing grants that we request that we get, and then just making those grants and helping people make DX happen. But not only DX, but also something cool that we have is actually we have a fund that's for humanitarian purposes. So if you're going to an entity and let's say you want to make an impact, we'll support that as well, whether it be a project, medication, things like that. So it's not just all about DX; it's about making an impact in the world.
That is very cool. Ralph, can you tell us a couple of the most recent fundings that you've done for DXpeditions?
Well, we supported the Bouvet DXpedition.
Yeah.
And my man Otis there was a part of that. He can probably elaborate on that a little bit. We supported, we support just about everything that comes along that's in the 60 and above position. But I think Bouvet was our big one. We've also got some single man expeditions on the smaller scale. Eurus is going out on another DXpedition soon, and we'll be supporting that.
Well, that is really cool. But today we want to talk about another activity of Indexa. It's the Indexa Worldwide QSO Party. Tell us about that, Ralph.
Well, as I said, Indexa started about 40 years ago. It's grown. We've got 1,000 plus members, and we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Indexa next month. To mark that event, celebrate a little bit, recognize the members, not only the members, but give everyone else around the world a piece of this. We're having an Indexa Worldwide QSO Party, which will run from September 2nd through September 10th. This is an everybody works everybody event, members and non-members. You can be as active or as inactive as you choose. If you want to be competitive, we have a whole slate of awards, number one world, number one in each continent, and then we'll have some certificates for people in individual countries and states. The world and continent winners will receive plaques. It is an event that offers points if you work non-members, a few more points if you work members. If you work an Indexa official, even more points. We have multipliers, just like in a regular contest, individual states in the U.S., individual Canadian provinces, and each DXCC entity. So you can build up some points and collect some awards if you're competitive, or just relax and make a few QSOs now and then if you want to just do a relaxed, leisurely activity. But we invite everybody worldwide to participate. Fun is our big emphasis here.
Right, and it's 9 days long.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Otis,
Well, we want to make sure we get all parts of the world covered. So we have people that can operate, whether they be part-time and they get enough. And also
Right.
the other thing very important here, Tim, is that the board members are super multipliers, I'll call it, because we're worth a lot of points. So whenever you see K3LR on the air, make sure you go work that guy, because he's going to be big on points.
right.
As well as some of the other members. But everything is on the website, and you can see all of them. And I'm pretty sure that all board members will be active throughout the week as well.
That's a very important or a very impressive list of board members and officers that you have at Indexa. And so this QSO party, because it goes 9 days, you're likely to have good propagation, Ralph, wouldn't you think?
I would think so. And, we're hoping for all parts of the world to be active. We even had a man on the ground at the Tokyo Ham Fair to hand out brochures. So we're trying to get our Asia DXers involved as well. And just as far as the international aspect goes, Otis mentioned we have board members, North America, South America, Europe. We're bringing an Asia board member aboard soon, too. That will be Nodir, EY8MM. So he will be giving us advice and input from Asia.
Yeah, that's really cool. And of course, Nodir will be on the Clipperton expedition coming up, Ralph.
That's right. He emailed me about that a few days ago, and he's excited about it.
Yeah, no, that's going to be really cool. That there's a lot of things that haven't been done from Clipperton, like FT8 has never been done from Clipperton. So that should be a really fun expedition. And Otis, are you thinking about your next expedition?
Well, yes, it's already in the planning. Next one is in February to Juan Fernandez Island in Chile. So it's going to be Charlie Bravo Zero Zulu Alpha, our call. We're still prepping and doing all that work. And at least this is an island that you can actually fly into. You don't have to take a ship to, like the last time. So we're going to have hopefully a better time. It's currently ranked 61 most wanted. So hopefully if Swains is successful and all the other ones that are going through, hopefully that it'll be under 60 by the time we get there. So we would expect great pilots. We're going to be doing something cool, different, because normally people that have been to the island, they've operated from the town, but the problem is that the local town is surrounded by mountains. So the difference here is that we got permit to go up on the very big cliff nearby that used to be an old naval base from the Chilean Navy. So we're going to have an opportunity to operate from the top of the hill, so we don't have any blockage in every direction. So our signals should be better, and hopefully our goal is to make about 80,000 Qs in about a week. So hopefully we'll have some time and good propagation and a lot of people on the other side that we're able to make it happen.
So give us the dates for that again, Otis.
As February final dates, I think it's about February 10 or so. So I'll be somewhere, but it's all on our website, charliebravo0zulualpha.com. Look it up, and we're going to be updating it as we go through and make it happen.
So Ralph, if somebody wants to get involved with Indexa, either to donate or support, how can they go about doing that, Ralph?
Well, it's very easy. I would start by going to our website, indexa.org. And there's all kinds of information there about becoming a member. There's some resources there that you might like. There's some interesting videos there. But I would start by going to the Indexa website, indexa.org.
And, 40 years of history. I mean, that's incredible. And it would take us an hour probably to go through all the different de-expeditions that Indexa has supported. But the website is really good. It's very responsive. And who's ever doing it is doing a great job.
Are you talking about the Indexa website or the
Indexa
okay, yeah.
website.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of resources there. For a moment, I thought you might be talking about the QSO party website, but
no, well, they're kind of intermixed, which is really good. We've got Jose is on XE2 Zulu Zulu from Mexico, which is really good. And then our friend Dan from Kentucky, WA4 Mike Oscar Mike. And it says, good afternoon, Tim, Otis, Ralph. Otis must work in a healthcare related setting.
I'm actually coming live from my clinic. You can see some of the stuff here on this side, doing some dental work. So so I had to take a break and went into my little cave here.
There you go. And we've got Dr. John is on. Always nice to have expeditions in the DX pipeline, thanks to Indexa. John KB3H, who is a member of our local club here as well. And Bob the Traveler, who is WD8NVN, he said he visited the DXC store yesterday, but he bought motor oil.
All right. To lubricate the antennas, just to make sure you lubricate the rotors and that kind of stuff. So
must be for a dummy load, don't you think?
Yeah, might be for that. And of course, we have some DX grease too. That's always helpful. Ralph, what are you doing in the world of DXpeditions these days?
Well, my last few DXpedition events did not turn out too well. We tried to do Bouvet. We had an engine failure on the ship. That didn't work. I thought I needed a little therapy, so I tried to do something easy and go to Pitcairn Island. I ended up getting very ill just before departure, so I didn't go there. I don't have anything in the pipeline right now, but I'm thinking, always thinking.
Right, and you never know when the phone's going to ring or an email's going to come in, and you could be off and running. Otis, it must feel really good to be back from Bouvet.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all. And it was great to see you in Italy as well. And very excited about the future because you're the next generation, Otis.
That's right. It's the new people coming over, and we got a lot of surprises and things in the pipeline. Hopefully in the next couple of years. So I think DX is as live as it's ever going to be, and we're going to be enjoying the hobby and our little sub hobby for many years after this. So
if you take a look at the number of DXpeditions in the next 6 months, it's pretty incredible, and it's great because with conditions as good as they are, it's going to allow guys with 100 watts and a wire to work some of these great countries. So, and our friend Jeff, KB8ZWT from the DX Engineering sales team is on, and he's doing the Parks on the Air. He did one yesterday, and he's out camping. And, Parks on the Air is a huge deal. Huge deal.
We can actually be activating the park on the island as well. So that's going to be the first time that park has ever been on the air. So, but we'll talk about that later. But it's going to be exciting to work all those motor guys.
Yes, yeah, that has been a really successful piece of the hobby. And look, where Mark is on he's vacationing in Turkey.
Well, not really. He's kind of working on a big project as well.
He is working on a big project, and we'll certainly have Mark on M0DXR. Hello to you, Mark, and hopefully you and the kids and Georgina are having a great time vacationing in Turkey. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming on today. Ralph, I hope your phone rings and you get to go to a fancy DXpedition.
Well, I do too. For now, I'm going to be focused on the Indexa QSO party and try to get that to go through successfully. I'm optimistic, but looking forward to the next activities. And we talked about activities like Parks on the Air and so forth. These things really are a spark for ham radio, and I hope our QSO party can be the same. And
that's IndexaQSOparty.com. Mm-hmm. And Otis will look forward to working you on the air during the QSO Absolutely. Party.
I'll try to put as much time as I can, and then hopefully we can put a great show for everybody, and we can make a lot of cues. And the whole idea is to get people interested and eventually turn out to more members that will turn out to more resources that will be able to deploy into future DXpeditions. So
I think it's going to turn out great. Thanks to all of you for watching today. Hope you had fun. And if you need more information, just go to the IndexaQSOparty.com website. There's lots of information there. And we hope to work everybody on the air. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.
So long, everyone.